Good morning. This chapel will not be normal. This chapel will show you how extraordinary we can be. This chapel is about Black history. Yes, that did rhyme. But in all seriousness, together we decided that the best way to share our story, our reality, our truth, was through an array of quotes that symbolize our true emotions. We chose to come and speak today because we did not want to stay silent during the 1 month that we are allotted for our history to be celebrated. I stand up here with my brothers and sisters, and I ask for the next 15 minutes, you clear your minds and open your hearts to our presentation. I'll be starting with a quote from a poem, Let America Be America Again, by Langston Hughes. There's never been equality for me, nor freedom in this homeland of the free. This quote symbolizes my true story, and the one that follows will be the same for my fellow people of color. Thank you.
It's one of the greatest gifts that you can give yourself, to forgive. Forgive everybody. Maya Angelou.
I am very proud to be Black, but Black is not all I am. That's my cultural, historical background, my genetic makeup, but it's not all of who I am. Nor is it the basis for which I answer every question. Denzel Washington.
The Diverge. A Black child begins to learn, just as all children do, immediately after they are brought into this world. They learn how to kick with their soft legs, lying vulnerable and wholly naive on their backs. They learn how to shred the atmosphere with howls that crackle and pop against the walls of their lungs, and then how to twist the cords in their throats, just so, to ripple the air with cloying warbles, disseminating a kind of otherworldliness that can only be touched in those first months. They learn how to widen their eyes, to absorb the world, to let its iridescence reflect back. They learn to stand, to run, to fall, scraping their palms and rattling the unwavering trust they had in their 2 feet, and then to rise and to run again. A Black child begins to learn, and in their own minds, they are just like all the other children stumbling across the face of the earth, jumbling Lexus against their untrained tongues, making enemies with the vegetables drying on their plates, and new friends on their horizonless school playgrounds. And then, a Black child begins to learn that they are Black, and the path diverges.
I am no longer accepting the things I cannot change. I am changing the things I can no longer accept. Angela Davis.
Sometimes you see how humanity can rise above any kind of cultural ills and hate, that a person's capacity to love and communicate and forgive can be bigger than anything else. Viola Davis.
I was raised to believe that excellence is the best deterrent to racism or sexism, and that's how I operate my life. Oprah Winfrey.
I refuse to accept the view that mankind, so tragically bound, starless midnight of racism and war, that bright daybreak of peace and brotherhood can never become a reality. I believe that unarmed truth and unconditional love will have the final word. Martin Luther King Jr.
cannot separate peace from freedom, because no one can be at peace unless he has his freedom. Malcolm X.
How far you go in life depends on your being tender with the young, compassionate with the aged, sympathetic with the striving, and tolerant with the weak and strong. Because someday in your life you will have been all of these. George Washington Carver.
For isn't it odd that the only language I have in which to speak of this crime is the language of the criminal who committed the crime? Jamaica Kincaid, a small place.
For to be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. Nelson Mandela.
I don't want a Black History Month. Black history is American history. Morgan Freeman.
We all chose the quotes we have read for you this morning because they resonated with our experiences as Black people in this world. Thank you for your presence, and I will now read a final quote by Zora Neale Hurston. I feel most colored when I am thrown against a sharp white background.